Hi, I'm Barry Ryan, President of U.S. Music Corp. We call it the new U.S. Music because we were acquired by Jam Industries in August of 2009. In addition to that, we've got a lot of new things happening with this company. We've got new competitive pricing, we've got a lot of new models with better spec, and as a result of all these new things, we have a lot of expectations that are much higher than in the past. We have great brands with Washburn, Randall, Parker, Eden, and Oscar Schmidt, and I just ask you to check us out and see how good we are. Thanks.
Hi, this is Joe Delaney. We're at NAMM 2010. I'm at the Randall booth, and I'm going to debut the new RT series from Randall. All tube amps. Let's just get right into it. Black chrome steel metal grill on the heads and the cabinets. Black chrome front. All the amps come with spring reverb, effects loop, and you can actually adjust all your biasing outside of the chassis, right on the back. It'll run on. It comes with 6L6s. It'll run on EL34s. Really flexible amp. So I'll jump into channel 1. Channel 1, you got gain, bass, treble, level, basic type clean sound. Real basic, but it's a very flexible amp. You can wind out channel 1, crank the gain, and you get kind of, you know, your old school like AC/DC thing or something. All right, bright switch. Basically gets your pick-click type of, brings out that type of stuff. All right, moving on to channel 2. Okay, same basic functions, just more gain. This thing's more, you can get anything from your cool 70s type tones to 80s, 90s, big ratted out distortion, so. Then, same thing like the other channel, you can invert how you do the gain. Bring that up. Blow you out here. And then, yeah, you can get a different type of, more rock and roll type tone. And then on to channel 3, full-blown flamethrower. More gain than you need, but you know, you never know. Scoop out the mids on it, and you're in full metal land. The cab, MDF, this is the RT412CX, birch ply all around, MDF back. This thing comes loaded with G12M 25 watt Celestians, 8 ohm cab, heavy duty steel grill. We also have a lower end version that comes with our Jaguar speakers for a little less price, just to keep the price of the whole package down. And this is the RT series. Also comes in 100 watt. We got a 50 watt 2-channel head and a 50 watt 2-channel combo. And we also got a 212 in this series. So RT series from Randall.
Hey everyone, this is the on-site correspondent for Guitar World, I guess. You know Bettencourt here. I play with this little band called Extreme. Currently doing some stuff with Rihanna. And we're here at the NAMM show, so I wanted to... Actually, they have a gun to my head from over there. They're pointing at me, so they're forcing me to show you my stuff. So anyways, we got this NB King. That's this amp I've been working on. I mean, this is a big deal for me, not necessarily because to sit here and, you know, push another amplifier, but it's actually the first amp I've ever really endorsed ever, because I've always never really found something that I really loved enough to say that that's the only one I'm going to use. I've always used a couple of different amps for different sounds, one for solo, one for rhythm, because I could never find one that really worked for both. So What's up, guys? So, me and actually a friend of mine, also a relative of mine, Peter King in Australia, we got together and kind of just by accident tweaking some stuff in Perth, West Australia, and we kind of, you know, stumbled on something that we were really excited about. And he owns a music store. We went and compared it to Marshalls and using Kettners and all other amps that I usually play, and I was like saying to myself, wow, I can't believe this. Does this really sound as good as I really think it sounds? So it kind of confirmed it, and went over to the guys at Randall, presented the idea to them, and so basically what we did is we came up with this. Aesthetically, it's a cool, very cool looking amp that I drew up, and you know, for the first time, it's something that I actually like will put up against any other amp. To be honest with you, I've never been able to say that before. But it's just a workhorse. It's just something, I wanted something, you know, most amps that people ever sort of buy, musicians, guitar players that I know, you know, my peers, you always buy a Marshall, you always buy another amp, but you always got to put a box in front of it, something in front of it, or get it custom to make it sound, kind of soup it up a little bit. I wanted a kid or a great guitar player, a starter, anybody to be able to plug into an amp and just plug in and go, wow. You don't need distortion pedals. You don't need anything funky, anybody to do anything great for you. That it's just going to be right from the start a great amp for you. So that was the focus, and the focus was to also have a rhythm channel. You know, I always use Marshalls for rhythm because they're always tight sounding, and something a little bit warmer for solo. So I wanted to get that within one amplifier. Quiet! I'm doing an interview over here. No respect. Oh yeah, it is a NAMM show. Sorry. Maybe I should get him to come over and play this amp. The main thing about it is that it's just ready to go, whatever it is. First and foremost, amplifiers without a master volume that you can feel. If you're going to turn up a master volume, it's got to be this big. So for once in my life, I think it took 2 years to find this knob, just to make it so when you turn it up, it is the master. It feels like what it sounds like. Oh, we got a little Iron Man going, which is really good. So basically that's it, man. It's just a really punchy, clean channel, kind of from the family of the early sort of Fender stuff, but with a little edge also. So that's basically it. It's as simple as that. It's a nice punchy, clean channel. The distortion speaks for itself. Just plug in, and I'm telling you, it's just I didn't want something that you plug into an amp and it actually sounded like a Randall or a Marshall or anything else. I wanted it to be something that interprets your fingers really well when you plug in. So the amp itself really sounds. Basically takes to whatever guitar, whatever you have, and really helps you out with it, as opposed to like, all right, I'm playing with a Marshall and that's what it is. It's just really playing, it plays you, hopefully. It really interprets your fingers really well. So that's basically what the amp is, and it's very simple, nothing fancy. 3 channels, distortion clean, and when you switch to a solo to have a separate volume and a little bit more drive, so you know, it punches up in level, and it's ready to rock. So that's basically why I'm so excited about it. Very simple, and it just sounds killer, period. And aesthetically, man, you know, there's nothing cooler on the market, end of story. It happens to have this, you know, my little personal tattoo on it. It's just a symbol, nothing satanic. There is no anti sort of, you know, Semitism going on here. It's a symbol for everybody. It's a beautiful amplifier, and it just symbolizes, you know, something that I believe in. And that's it, man. Play it, plug in. I guarantee you'll love it. If you don't like it, come to my house. I'll bake you some cookies, some muffins or something, and we'll talk about it. Maybe it's just you got a bias wrong or something. It's a bad tube, because it should sound really great. Other than that, we got like a combo version of it, which was a bit of a worry. Whenever you do anything that you love, a head that you love, and then you do a combo, you're afraid that it's going to not capture the, you know, the essence of what this is. It's interesting, it captured it, and it's also a little bit different, but almost in a unique, a little bit of a... What's up, Ty? Just one of my favorite guitar players just walked by from King's X, Ty, which I love very much. And there he is. He's going to play these too. He really is. But another guy with a great tone, And this is my favorite. This is what you give to everybody on Christmas. Birthdays, Christmas. You know what? I shouldn't probably say this out loud, but when we actually plugged in and played this thing, and I thought, you know, it's going to be a throwaway, and it's just something for people to just have a little startup or whatever. I don't know, man. I might be using this in the studio, actually. I plugged in, when I was sent this, I was so blown away. I was I was actually thinking it might even be better than these. So I mean, I don't know. I don't want to have to go on record saying that, but it's pretty wild sounding. Check it out. And that's it, man. I think I covered it all. And Bernie Williams, for God's sakes, from the dreaded Yankees. They hated Yankees. Just came by while we were doing an autograph session, and I look up and there he was. And what an amazing ball player. He's a great guitar player. He's even going to play one. I'm telling you, I'm going to give him one. He's going to play it. In the middle of Yankee Stadium, he's going to do the national anthem with this amp. And I'm gonna sabotage it so it explodes right at that high note. All right, so go Red Sox. Fuck the Yankees. Yes, Red Sox. And we're not doing this. Isn't a Q&A. This is an interview between me and the camera. So just shut the fuck up, please. This is my thing. Anyways, peace. Cheers. Just buy the damn. Trust me, it's good.